We learned a lot today. I learned that our friend Major Garrett hosted a podcast in a very noisy place, and his guest for this edition was Trump attorney Ty Cobb. Let's listen to this.
Ty loves these podcasts. It's really weird.
It's unbelievable. Maybe he likes how he looks in headphones. Listen to this, and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
Is it, from your vantage point right now, Ty Cobb, a virtual certainty that the president will have some Q&A with the special counsel, Robert Mueller?
That's my belief.
And do you think there is any danger for the president in that encounter?
I would hope that a fair-minded Office of Special Counsel would approach it in a dutiful way, consistent with precedent, and it wouldn't be a mere perjury trap. And the president is very eager to sit down and explain whatever is responsive to the questions that the Office of Special. Very eager.
I'm sure it's a great podcast. Point of personal privilege. I just don't understand, when audio is everything, why you would host one from a, by definition, noisy place. But that's just me. Jonathan, the question to you. That was an interesting exchange. And what are the odds that was signed off on by his client?
I have to think that it was, because it's a heck of a thing to say. I mean, I was talking to somebody close to Trump on the outside, somebody who spends a lot of time talking to the president, and they said to me, there's no way Trump's going to agree to an interview like this with Mueller. Mainly because of that reason, all the opportunities and the pitfalls and the risks for this. Now, I'm not saying that Trump told them that. That sounded the way they were talking, like they were speculating. I would find it shocking for Ty Cobb to put it out there without having fairly detailed conversations with his clients. We know that they've been gaming this out and preparing for the scenario, talking about whether they could do written Q&As or whether it would be an in-person briefing. The risks for an in-person briefing are very substantial. And that phrase he used, perjury trap, is pretty telling because, as we know, Donald Trump is not exactly precise in the way that he describes events. He has been caught telling falsehoods on quite a substantial number of occasions. So I think what Ty Cobb means by that is the standard has to be very, very high as to what constitutes lying to the federal authorities. This is not a George Papadopoulos situation. Once you get to the top of the chain, it really does need a high standard for the public to wear it as a political matter.
To our only lawyer here, and a damn good one at that, I ask, what kind of perjury traps are we talking about here, Jill?
Well, there are a lot, but I would agree with what Jonathan just said, which is this isn't something that Mueller is going to go after as a perjury trap. He's looking for substantive crimes. He's looking for whether there was money laundering, whether there was a conspiracy to interfere with the election. Those are much more important. He's looking at obstruction of justice. Those are the substantive crimes that are important to American democracy. It is a high risk whenever Trump would be under oath because, as has been noted, he has a loose connection to the truth. He frequently says things that just are demonstrably false and that you can prove are false. But I don't think that's going to be Mueller's goal in doing this.